尊者占就巴多拉尼教授。大给金所结为三南界，多拉宾界三界多巴拉修，三界觉当左界三南拉，占就巴多拉尼教授。大给金所结为三南界，多拉宾界三界多巴拉修，三界觉当左界三南。chanjo bardo dane japson je nage jenso jebe sonam je dola benje sanje do barasho tamje dewa dan deve jodan demba ju semje damje dongan dan dongan ge jodan dewa ju je semje tamje dongan meben dewa da mendawa ju semje damje nyeren chada nyedan dave da nyomla ne ba ju je tamje dewa dan deve jodan demba ju je semje damje dongan dan dongan ge jodan dewa ju semje damje dongan meben dewa da mendawa ju je semje damje nyeren chada nyet dave da nyamla ne ba ju je dewa dan deve jodan demba ju je semje damje dongan dongan ge jodan dewa ju je semje damje dongan meben dewa da mendawa ju je semje nyeren chada nyeda dave da nyamla ne ba ju je me to dam re ra le je yen de yam ban de san ye jin do ne de bo ai do gun an da shen la je parai shu yang guru rana mandala kamni adayami den de she shaba da jamba yanda ba do be san ye re ba shabso demba devara shefa jiden jemba o deve khalo yo lana meba lada menam ye demba sanje jomden dembe java shaja duba lan chanza lo jedo jaso jeo Deshen sheba da jomba yanda ban zobe sanje reba da shabso demba devara sheba jiden jemba jebudu Halo jowa lana meba lada menam jedemba sanje jomden dembe java shaja duba la chaza lo chodo japso che jomden de she sheba da jomba yanda ba zobe sanje reba da shabso devara sheba jiden jemba jevo deve halo jowa lana meba lada menam jedemba sanje jomden java shaja duba la chanza lo jedo japso che Zovo Chodamanje Sajen de la Gomba Dumbo Ne Ngani Jiden Dena Chojes Deze Jeva Jola Chazalo Namda Gunga Chodo Sosang Wa Yishe Jazo Seje Lumbur Raba Jiden Sumna Lame Wa Gombo Junye Jola Chazalo Zenjo Demba Timian Dawe Dawan chola chaza lon duda chura siba suma je nyame genje chola chaza umbo tuje chede mba tamje gembe tumba bo sonama yunden jas kan chaza lon dabe de chan de wara yo jewe nyen son lendush Jidu Tendamon Jojo wa Shinjo Jola Jaza Lo Donen Dove Labyan De Lava Tala Rabdo Shinge Damba Yunden Dingen De Alayan Jaza Lo Nipa Jiyan Mija Shinge Wa Budamon Zoba Jerange Semne Yonzu Dene sanje temba yin kama rabri mame dan yuma zeba chubu milama loda jinda bodhi je junaman de darada sunaman de yatam Goban tamne gyunje jadun de gada nanda chive labru sebe zolen rowa So the foundation of all good qualities, you said maybe we will recite in English. Of all good qualities is the kind and venerable Guru. Rightfully devoting to him is the root of the path. By clearly seeing this and applying greater effort, please bless me to honor him with greater respect. Understanding that the precious freedom of this rebirth is found only once. It's greatly meaningful and difficult to find again. Please bless me to generate the mind that unceasingly day and night exists. This life is as impermanent as a water bubble. Remember how quickly it decays and decays. After death, the effects of black and white karma pursue us as a shadow follows the body. Finding firm and definite conviction in this, please bless me always to be careful, to abandon even the slightest negativities, and accomplish all virtuous deeds. Seeking the pleasures of samsara leads to all suffering. They are uncertain, cannot be relied upon. Recognizing these shortcomings, please bless me to generate the strong wish for the bliss of liberation. Led by this pure thought, mindfulness, alertness, and great caution arise. The root of the teachings is keeping and for the moksha vows. Please bless me to accomplish this essential practice. Having seen that all beings, my kind mothers, have fallen, like myself, into the ocean of cyclic existence, may I train in supreme bodhicitta and bear the responsibility of freeing all my living beings. If I develop the bodhicitta without practicing the three types of morality, I will not achieve enlightenment. With my clear recognition of this, please bless me to practice the bodhisattva's vows with great energy. Through attraction to wrong objects and correctly analyzing the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind stream the path uniting calm, abiding, and special insight. Having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to enter the holy gateway of fortunate ones, the Vajrayana, the highest of all equals. The basis of accomplishing the two attainments is keeping pure vows and commitments. Having become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect these vows and pledges with my life. Having realized the importance of the two stages, the essence of the Vajrayana, by practicing with great energy, never giving up the full sessions, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. And the spiritual friends who practice it have long lives. Please bless me to pacify completely all outer and inner hindrance. In all my lives, may I never be separate from perfect Gurus and magnificent Dharma. By completing qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the stage of Vajradhara. 진주고 고수교 인 알레 진주로 고수요 말해 아닙니다. 야. 도대체 다 랑유페 디비 남자더니 그렇게 디디 지잖아. 장원에 좀다 간대지나 지람 디부 하르두긴 디부데다 즉 하기 이 남자 땐 남바데 람냠 술라니 인 디부 간대지 더그리스 디갈라다 즉 오네 랑유페기 세알라 राजल ने शिडी राबा फांचे तो चे जुने की नमजा जुने गैस ते जुपा चिता जेने जी गैते नमजा चिदेस इंदला कांसा नहीं कांसा या गैस दे जुजु जुपा जुजु जेने से दोस चिने आगे रांडा चाहे ना कांसा छाबरे पता तीन इंदली चिदेस होमलान तो जे तो बिटिंग जिनते ने निंजी मली वो पांवा तो तीनियम तो राजमते बुगान तो चे तो सिगाला सब जेमेंगी इंडिबुंगों के चीज़ों देते सोरे अने ता रांगल जिन्हें नमके जुन्जिंगी तो गलता हुआ हम चीज़ सोचे ता जुद जुन्जिंग समा अने ज़ेथाते तो तुरंत में जिम्बा टी पाने तान जिन्जुल्टी की चुकी रामे रापा छा दिया है उमरांगी बिल्लुला 가르잖아 원델리셰베 팅이 숨데 나 지금 지진다 켈링 거래 그래가지고 우마라기 때 켈링인자 다 딘진반 진주데 쉐다 차바래 쉐다는 쉐다라바 거기 인짐지 방고래 주도주는 참아지 제타드는 진바다 주주주도 지지랑 그 칭이 그런 진바들 많이가 방고래 다디 테마파나 अभी रांगल की तो बंगुन तो चित हुआ हमारा होता थी दिगाला ताते चित सुंगवारे ता गुणों तो चित भी तीन जने इंजन ता श्री राबा माली बापांग ता तेगल केबर दे रांगल श्री राबा पंग कोदा होता श्री राबा से दिगाला senzamen dedabe cheda thamode najurjube umarangi bilula cheda rapa chabare potati tichi sungware na tinida kal laje da lame nyande sidi karkarzana ngame lengi ni phang be phumbu lama ta jebing enen rachomba nyangde oda di da nyumung pangwe ta nyinthi na nyaran rachomba lajen rachomba chabare phumbu lama me da phumbu dorne eni ta bagi chik rachomba tigiti lame nyangde siteta इन चिबची ज्ञान रांगल ला जरगुरे रांगल ला जैसे ना फुंबी लामा तो चेने गए हमें लेंगी की भाग फुंबी लामा ये देंगे ताकि कुछ तुझे ताने ने राजंबा इतने लामे राजंबा लामे ने रांगल राजंबा से तो चेने थाने जार चौकारे ताकि इन दिगाला इना तोरी मिंडा सुमरे थे तोरी थे रिबु भागे हमसे माडा इंसान तोरी माडा सुन छाबारे इनायां तेजो चटा माना जी रिचे मिंडे इंसान गंगा ने सांगी सा थर्दु थेबा का तोरी थर्दु थेबा चुदुंडु कोरे ता थर्दु थेबा ची सिदिगाला
ngone lam nyanang lam jite ya de ngone lo mabo wambo turbo igitila ini phage nyanang lam jite ini nyanang duru jite ini tini a tejen lam la juya de tu chine thapkade jaba ta kanche sung jaba to tu cha gore tindila umaragi be tetu teba chidun du gre yes ta tu chi sung gore so chire tat kanga jumoga jawa ta dusinda gore tein sala ta phagini sheba ge ta zoba ge yungdo akes wani sheba ge te zoba ge te parchamelam kaplo chadi ore parchamelam chi chadi ore zoba ge te sheba ge te namdo lamba chadi ore en chik phagi tamin kopa ota dus chadi ore tesuji tisu sebo de nina da sebo sheba ge par zoba ge parchamelam da sheba ge namdo lamba tungu amarte salam na ngone salvo yore tegiti ota dus chiri
When we study Tenets, as you know, all school of thoughts kind of break down into three sections, beginning with the basis, and then path, and then result. And basis or foundation is the practice that one rely upon, and relying upon that or base. Relying on that basis or foundation, one does the practice of path, and by practicing the path, one attains the result. So last Sunday we went through the result part of the middle way autonomy school, and sort of review, it's on page 290 if you have a textbook, the book assertion on the fruits of the paths or result. Solitary realizer take as their main object of abandonment, the cause obstruction to omniscience. Therefore, the presentation of the 8 approaches and abider is not applicable to solitary realizer. However, the 8 approaches and abiders are asserted with respect to hearers. So 8 approaches and 8 abiders. Those firm in the hearer lineage take as their main object of meditative cultivation the view realizing the selflessness of persons. Finally, independence on the Vajra-like meditative stabilization of their path of meditation, they abandon all obstructions to liberation and simultaneously actualize the fruit of hearer for destroyer. And those firm in the solitary realizer lineage take as their main object of meditative cultivation the view that apprehending the subject and object, a subject and apprehended object are empty of duality. Finally, independence on the Vajra-like meditative stabilization of their path of meditation, they entirely abandon the obstruction to liberation as well as all the cause obstructions to omniscience, and simultaneously attain the fruit of solitary realizer for destroyer. And they also talk about for destroyer with remainder and without remainder. Looking at the text with how to the how many did not say it.
or la de la mer ini
So it's on Page 291, last sentence. Lesser vehicle nirvanas are of two types, those with the remainder and those without remainder. The first is the nirvana having the remainder of miserable mental and physical aggregates that were wrought by the former actions and afflictive emotions. This is same as the as we discussed before. With remainder basically refers to the physical aggregate. Without remainder refers to without physical aggregates or miserable mental and physical aggregates as said in the text. And based on the three different realization, unlike the some other school, here the autonomous school interpret one final vehicle. Looking at the way in the text that ultimately there is only one vehicle, Mahayana vehicle, and through that the practitioners attained enlightenment. And hearers and solitary realizers vehicle were taught intentionally people with the sort of lesser intelligence, or to begin with, and then eventually they will promote it or get to the level of Mahayana. So this is considered as the skillful means of teaching. And although it is not mentioned here, 8 approaches and 8 abiders. Approaches in forbearance and knowledge. I think that's another word. And it is not mentioned detail here, but if you want to look more detail, you will find about this forbearance and knowledge. We mentioned before 8, and knowledges here refers to the practices at the level of thoroughly liberated path, and forbearance is at the level of uninterrupted path of seeing. And the detail you can look at the Path and the Ground textbook.
The Zambatatan Dina, like Panjapan to the Savoy to the Kershi Jumoga Jesrawa. Dusres, any Kazampagi, Umban Kurguz and Yumu, Umban Churu Saban the Jaba, Shidi Gadage, Ringensia, sitting in a Savoy mother, Zendana, Savoy Segimindus, the Indugala, Chimajinji, taking me to Martin G. Lamdana choice came in those. Shijin Dibal making each teacher for a catching a banana machine, ringing the window of Question Pajan, these are in by you. Teaching another minimum 22 or the gala. Hatini, Tiring Pa, Sijere, Sangi Gula, Jir Tanget, Nebando Las. Ta Papa Sing passing into the Papa Trotted and Loban Singers Zamboni, Quitensul. Ta Gula Jiroa, Shuku, Lunku, Turku, Onikus Jiroa, Chuzuku Kuni, Chuku, Zukutambani, the Chukutambani there. That Pagi passing Papa Trotted, Yananda, Singizambi, Yanangina, Kandisi, Ichigada, Ji Tang a button, Ji the button, Randa Ina Tangin the Tugo Mares, passing meeting by Oyade, Kuten Suldala, any Tuguares, Tapagi, Mundagan, Kuten Ten Sudela, any power singer than Loven, Papa Toted and Loven singers when you meet by Yares, Sunguares. Tangala meets a dose.
Page 295, this is where we end last Sunday, at the middle of the page. It is said that through the 9 steps of the path of meditation, the seeds of the 16 afflictive emotions and the seeds of the 108 obstructions to omniscience, which are to be abundant by the path of meditation, are gradually abundant. So for this, the details are mentioned in the text, golden ornament, and he said he don't remember exactly precisely, so he don't want to make judgment on this, finally, independence on the uninterrupted path at the end of continuum of existence as a sentient being, the innate afflictive emotions and innate obstructions to omniscience are simultaneously abundant. In the next moment, highest enlightenment is attained. Next page. This is the way the fruit is manifested by those who are firm in the Bodhisattva lineage. They assert that great vehicle nirvana and non-abiding nirvana are mutually inclusive. They assert that the number of bodies of Buddha is definitely 4. Even though Arya Vimuktisena and Haribhatra debated about the teachings regarding the bodies of the Buddha, in Maitreya's ornament for clear realization, they did not debate about the number of being limited to 4. So, the 4 bodies of Buddha, as mentioned here, nature body, wisdom body, complete enjoyment, and emanation body, as said in the text, although they debate, but their debate is not about the numbers, both accept that there are 4 bodies, but the debate is about, teachings regarding the bodies of the Buddha.
Tati indugala zuku tamba nitubala inji minji ishigi cho sagu ware indugala ishigi chogi zuku laje dela zuku tamba nitu chugu tamba niwe lungu da ngoni kuni tukware lungu mare ishi chugu da ngoni kuni sonam gi chogi laje dela lungudang duguni tukwal indigalang azu janju seba enbe lobalam gi negala lobe kamne harjintula nyamne nangwae de kota te thutu yare mohobana sangi indigala jimba suldim samten sumla lobe laje la ni jimba suldim samten sumde sonam gi sogi tiri ta zugu tambani tuya ngoni sanje sa ka che chi go mare sultim ya bo suna kewa chima mi luitende pe phul tu chungwa zebo itungwa chungwa ji tenden ki gore ngode gi no chulim le ji me se su do ma ju na la tenda ngone di yare ota tigidi chi yu phuzum chobale ju phuzum chobase de o tu ki yare 이 인디간라 아니 짐바 술팀 zubasamde arjintu nane e sumde sonamgi zugu tamani tuyaane chi sonamgi choni nane ta tinginzinda sherabni te jugu tambar tuyaage lajin joje choni nane isik so oda ti chade lobelangi negamni janju sebaane tu kemathanu nyamne nane de ta arjintu tere to Jundi de ta nigal koko inza sonam gi choda ishi gi chod nigare te sungdo ota te mone kechimbre e pasang niga endo go ui denjule to yade tugo ota ti indigala ngana to mone dibu ta to pati zugu tambani da chugu tambani to ngiri dumba yana ta mone parjin tula nyamnenche chanju gi semde माकी बदे क्या बात है खाते थोड़ो आगे मालूम क्या ये वाला निजी जांग होता निजी मीनम मीपा समझता नंबर समझता मीनम समझता दे रंग सेम दे निजी वो फा क्या बगुआ तेना चाकों मेंबर चाकों में न जाना चाहते में ngol रुक दो ये ना जिंजी 제데 니지데 랑기 셈디 니지 ngopa droachene 니지 미남 깨네 랑기 ngo디 니지 미남 깨네 때 ngola 소네 대가만 자잖아 따티 니지 곰 고아 얀 니지 곰스 되가라 미남 균에 삼마다지 데레가 자마 미남 삼다 애니 랑기 셈디 니지 포나 ngola 파 droache 고아래 다 가자가 담에 세서리 미다바 세서리 티나 진상 율도 지는 공부하래 진상 율도 지는 공부 미다바 삼다 그치 지바데 아니 그치 지바데 삼다네 텔로랑에 바 계속나 엔티 바겐 진상 율지네 아니 디가래 샤샤기래 이 인디가라 본다는 뭐체기 가진 값집에 더면나라 동다다에 진상 율도 곰 송도 남배 곰이야 돼 진상 율도 지는 곰이야 잠당이지 오겠네 곰 잠바당 이지디 그런 옹 랑기 셈딩 잠배 오다 이지 오로 봐 도와지네 아니 오공부를 송도 차서 잠바당 이제 가수주 로콤바 슈체여지디 영의 미래 즉 오늘 레가 간데지 잡아이나 자와 간데지 잡아이나 데라 주대당 같이 누구요 에 미치기 같이 셰나 가는 주섬체요 와다 띵디가라 오늘 손음 랍첨부 사야 돼 장주기 셈기 유진데네 가사 니지 장주기 셈데 니지 첨비 유진네 얘기도 이 기디가 니지 첨 맨날 장주기 셈 거랍니다 장주기 셈 맨날 상기 고방도야 가보도 어떻게 되게 내가 첨부하래 오늘 남비치 셈다나 같이 융자지 뭐 마보지 따마토나야 간진도 오야 되더래 디기디 가서 투두 냐렌제 가서 투두 랑게 롤라 디바쳐데 뱀니시 깨침보리 에마다 조지바다 디치 랑게 숨도 센디 인도 시제 남다마 진 대세 시제 남베치기 하기 대세 제긴데나 센디로 조야 코란 요마르 짱 살아야 코란 요마르 어떻게 ngambe chu omalem bajin sete ngambe chu tu gi chele dra chu da oma sosun jetu ya gi nibayo dezon je ngaran mi sindi tonta sen gi nala achu ko yoge nyam solang tu ge yongal nyando sheba de nyam solang gor ma do sheba de nyam somala gejing shira me so ota tin jugala ko dibu ku shi de ten duga lam tambu ni lobelam ne ko na karin nyam ni che ku 되게 하고 와요. 어떤 돈도 인구도 맞고 이게 하죠. 근데 저도 굳이 고판데 라인에 배 만나죠. 란던 죽으시기도. 근데 생계 권한 땡이다. 눈바니 쓰디 땡은 누가라. 이젠든 눈이 눈바데 아니 샘젤라니 란던 눈바데기 chanchul미 있었습니다. 인디가라 랑 가르사 심진기 땐 하나 매바지 제발라 랑상 마게 버도 심진는 하나 매바지 베멜루루 용에 제트비야 백 하고로 아주 쟁기 셈시고로 거기를 가르고 거기다 하고 거로 사기 고마도에나 아 젠덴 베멜루루 두두와 이게 벤데와 전부도 어떻게 뭐니 맞아 난던 리바 장니 냠는 제대로 전부를 마도 뭐돼 보지지 네 가돼 보지지 되게 돼 그진 되지 사지 전부지 개편다고 말아 어떻게 되게 내가 간디선도 삼었다 아니 삼었다 와데 랑기 냠내라 간디지 팽기도 되게 뭐지 되게 지고
four bodies of Buddha, on page 296. Nature body, wisdom body, complete enjoyment body, and emanation body. If you categorize bodies of Buddha into two, then first two comes under Dharma body, and the second two comes under form body. When we talk about the different bodies of Buddha, we are not only talking about the result or something that we are going to attain later at a higher stage, but we are also talking. We can also think of this result in relating to the practice that we do during when we are adopting a path. So these actually kind of two different bodies are actually sort of included within the six perfection of which practice of six perfections. So the six practice of perfection, as you know, beginning with the first being practice of generosity, second, ethical discipline, and third is concentration. And third, first generosity, second ethical discipline, and third patience. And these three will eventually lead to the attainment of form body of Buddha. And through these three, we accumulate from the two different categories of merit. We accumulate positive merits, and as Ornament for Clear Realization says that in order to attain the higher rebirth, there is no other cause than engaging in the middle way path text, not the Ornament of Clear Realization. Engaging in the middle way path, it says that there is no other cause than practicing an ethical discipline in order to achieve higher rebirth. So, these practices will, yield or attain, a positive result. And then, from the six, practice of perfection, generosity, ethical discipline, and patience, lead to the attainment of form body, and concentration and the wisdom will lead to the attainment of Dharma body, and from the two, positive merit, this leads to the accumulations of wisdom, merits, and then the effort is considered as the cause, or something that leads to the attainment of both bodies of Buddha, form as well as the Dharma body of the Buddha, so these six perfections are the practices that is done by the all practitioners and bodhisattvas at the different stage of level, and also the practice of compassion. We mentioned this before about different ways of meditating. For example, meditation of compassion. The meditation of compassion you do this meditation by transforming your mind into compassion itself. There is no separation of mind and the target or the object of the observation. And the example would be, if you burn a metal in a fire, the metal itself, can change into fire by becoming, getting red, and so the metal itself is kind of, the nature of the metal has become a fire. So when you burn too much, so that is how we meditate the compassion or loving kindness. But when we meditate, do the meditation on impermanence or selflessness of person, there's totally a different way. These impermanence, the meditation is, we use this, impermanence or selflessness as a object of observation, or the basis or foundation to understand, these things. So when we meditate on impermanence, we concentrate on the momentary nature of the thing, and then leave our mind on that understanding, sort of calm and quietly. So therefore, Kongdang Rinpoche, in his transcendental wisdom or perfection of wisdom in chapter 4, he mentioned about the different ways of meditation. Emptiness and selflessness, these needs to meditate by making target object as a basis, or the impermanence or selflessness as a basis. You use this as a basis for your meditation, the target object. While compassion and loving kindness, these meditation, you need to transform your mind or consciousness into the nature of this mentality. So, as said before, you need to change your mind into the nature of compassion, so or loving kindness. So people who are used to this meditation, compassion and loving kindness, for them, it is more easier to practice, of course, compassion, forbearance, tolerance, and easy to involve in any activities that they want to involve. And so, because so it is kind of important to understand all these different connections of the practice. The great compassionate mind is the cause of the altruistic mind, and without compassionate mind, there is no way to generate an altruistic mind. And altruistic mind itself is the cause of the ultimate enlightenment. So you can see, one generating another, and then achieving ultimate enlightenment. So even if we are not able to learn, kind of in depth the different scriptures, but at least, we need to have this kind of basic understanding of different, ways of meditation or practice, or how these are connected to each other. And a great master, Atisha, himself has said that, in a verse in which he says that the period of our lifetime is so short, yet, or however, the amount or the numbers of the knowledge is too many. So therefore, just like the example used here is just like a duck, has the ability to differentiate. They, it says that they drink just water, milk, when you mix milk with water. So like that way, we need to be able to pick up the right thing from too many kind of knowledges or study, and then whatever we picked up needs to be practiced. And so the point here is during the time of practice, we need to understand that the four final bodies of Buddhas are actually involved or exist or something that we practice during on the path, and so the Dharma body to attain that one needs to generate or to possess the two aspiration. The first one is to benefit other sentient beings. One has to have altruistic mind, and to benefit oneself, to achieve one's own ultimate enlightenment, one also needs kind of the inspiration to achieve enlightenment. The whole purpose is in order to benefit perfectly, or to fulfill benefiting other people. One needs to have the enlightened mind. Without that, one won't be able to know how to benefit different particular kind of sentient beings. So but what is important is the practice itself. Knowing a lot about Buddhism and then just discussing and talking won't benefit. What is practice? What is important is the practice itself, and so therefore it is important to understand the different connections, and then how the ultimate results exist during a time of practice, and how these practices are beneficial. We will take a break.